Another day, another video. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Introducing first, the originals, episode 1. Welcome to the channel, everybody. You know, today is an exciting day. This is the first episode of the originals. I've been absolutely hounded all of season 4 of the Vampire Diaries to get this uploaded as soon as we finish. And what do you know? It is that time. You know, in celebratory fashion, I've had a boff chop for the first time in 8-9 months. Oh, celebrating all day. New hair, new show, can't wait. The last time we seen the originals was episode 20 of the Vampire Diaries when we was first introduced to Marcel. And I'm just, what did he say now? He said, I'm not the prince of the little quarter. I'm the king. You know, what a guy. You know, I can't wait to see more of him. He was introduced to someone called Camille, I believe. She was a bartender. Klaus slipped $100, and then they ended up speaking in front of an artist who was doing a painting, and she was describing all of the pain that she believes that he's going through, and it was literally speaking to Klaus's heart. Everything that she was saying was literally a direct quote to him. Klaus, you could see the emotion in his face as well. He just found out that he's going to be a parent. He's having a child with Haley. You know, they didn't think that was happening. They didn't think that supernaturals could have kids, but he's a hybrid. He's a special one, and that is where we're at. So, you know, just before we dive in, because I have no idea what's going on in terms of the show, but we have the originals that we've been introduced to in the Vampire Diaries, which is Rebecca, Klaus, and Elijah, who are currently alive. Obviously, we've got Cole and Finn as well. Don't know if they're going to make an appearance. And then obviously we was introduced to Marcel, who seemed to be in New Orleans. That's where Klaus was. He was trying to rebuild that city before he was on the run from his dad. He was scared of him. As he left, Marcel rose. You know, he is everything that Klaus wanted to be, a ruler. He literally instills fear in everybody while keeps the control and rules the city that he's in. Witches don't do magic. Humans look the other way. Party all day, every day. That is literally what he said. If you break his rules, he'll kill you. But Klaus, he come in, bit one of his people. I broke one of your rules. What are you going to do? Can't kill me. I'm an immortal being. And then he left. But he come back, he apologised, said he wants to be here. And he wants to, you know, get to stay a little longer and see how it goes. So that's where we're currently at. I don't know what the season's in for, what the storyline's going to be, but we're going to jump into it now. Really excited. Really, really excited. Full episode, if you're new here, is going to be in the description below. Click on that, go to the Patreon page and enjoy it for free. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you do enjoy today's episode, please just smash a like on the button. That's all I ask. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking on my video. And as always, let's jump into the first episode of the originals. Let's hope it's as good as everybody says it is.
No banner, no flag, floated in out of nowhere.
Why is it just sitting out there?
Where in hell is everyone?
Oh, is that their coffins?
What the hell?
Oh, it's Rebecca.
Can I eat him, brother?
I'd rather you didn't.
You'll do exactly as I say. You'll remember nothing.
I will remember nothing.
I would ask you to kindly transport our belongings to the shore.
We're vampires, darling. The original vampires. Ignore him, he's a beast.
Would you rather I arrive hungry on the shores of our new homeland?
Would you be so good as to tell us where it is that we have landed?
Off the shores of a town they've named New Orleans.
I do recommend that you find yourself further assistance for the luggage.
So do you know what I find interesting there, just before we start, and that guy's head is ripped off, is that we instantly start this show with Cole and Finn daggered, you know? Like you said, Finn spent most of his life in a box, and we start in a box on this one. And they've got the same drip. That's interesting.
I used to live here.
Really?
Present
When?
day.
Oh, feels like 100 years ago.
Well, my brother's here somewhere. I'm afraid he might have gotten himself into a bit of a bind.
Well, he's complicated.
Mental. All told,
He has a long history of getting himself into trouble.
What kind of bind is your brother in?
he believes there are people in this town that are conspiring against him.
Narcissistic and paranoid. Bartender with a grad degree in psychology. Total cliche.
Here, Jane Ann Devereaux. Any idea where I might find
She
her?
died, didn't she?
But I know someone who might.
Monsters that feed off
This
human
person's a
blood.
witch.
Vengeful spirits of the dead. Here we have the voodoo shop, Jardin Green. Are you gonna continue following me, Elijah? Original vampire always wears a suit. You
I
and
said
your
that,
family
didn't I?
are famous amongst the witches.
Klaus is here because they learned that a witch was conspiring against Jane and Deborah. Are you telling me she's dead?
Her sister Sophie's gonna want to talk to you.
Wait, okay. So this is prior to him entering the New Orleans when he attacked those people at the start, because he was the one that went and got Klaus, wasn't it, and said that this girl, they need to go and listen to what he has to say, and he took him to that place where then they found out that he was going to be a dad. So this has got to be prior to that then happening, because obviously he don't know that she's dead yet, but he did, because he attacked the first two people that was trying to kill the sister in the Vampire Diaries in the episode 20 of season 4. Just seeing that person in the street just lay there dead, everyone just stood around.
That's Jane Ann, killed in public for anyone to find.
Only people who come around here are the witches. Her spirit can't rest until it's been properly interred in the cemetery.
Please tell me that my brother had nothing to do with it.
Jane Ann died because she got caught doing magic. You want to know who killed Jane Ann? You're about to get your first glimpse of Marcel in action.
Alright, sicking it, mate.
Well.
Before this all happens, that guy that transitioned his head then, right, I would be, like I've mentioned it before, I would go on the internet, I can't wait till he dies. I hope he dies soon as well. It made me so happy I don't like him.
Not half an hour ago, we had to teach your sister a little lesson. I never said you could move the body. Matter of fact, I left it here for a reason. My rules state that witches can't practice magic in the quarter. My old friend, the hybrid Klaus, asking for, of all people, Jane Ann.
Witches don't get involved in vampire business.
That would be pretty stupid. Tell you what, take the body.
What? No.
So they're taking it so she can't rest in the
Hold on to
cemetery.
your sister's body in case maybe you remember why Klaus is here.
You mean to tell me after all these years, Marcel is alive and well?
Savage vampires, running wild, killing in public for any human to come upon.
I stopped paying attention at our brother.
Always and forever, Rebecca. That is what we once swore to each other.
Elijah, but I'm hardly senile. I know very well I stuck with Klaus.
I believe our brother's in trouble. Witches have lured him here. I'd like to know why.
The doors work, you know.
Don't make this a thing, Sophie. The hybrid was looking for Jane Ann. Marcel wants to know why.
I thought that was his head, didn't I, when I watched it in the first time? It's his heart, though.
I'm Elijah. So why don't you tell me what business your family has with my brother?
This is sacred ground, which means vampires have to be invited in. Since I'm desperate, we can talk freely here. We have a vampire problem. The witches have been trying to fight back. We haven't had much luck. A werewolf passing through the quarter from a small town in Virginia. Connection to your brother. Special werewolf girl? She's pregnant. The child she's carrying is your brother, Klaus. Think about it. They call him the hybrid.
Who the hell are you?
Fucking hell, she doesn't know who he is. I was going to say, does he know who she is?
Give us a moment, please.
They lured me out to the bayou and grabbed me. Not that I understand how this could happen. I mean, vampires are dead. What are you doing?
Oh, it's going to show her a flashback or something getting to her head.
To me.
It's sick how they can do stuff like this.
Our family was human. Although our mother dabbled in the dark arts, we were largely just a family trying to survive. We were happy. Our youngest brother was killed by men that could transform themselves into wolves. Our family was devastated. None more than Klaus forced our mother to call upon her black magic in order to make us stronger. Thus, the first vampires were born. And no one felt this hunger more than Klaus. When he killed for the first time, we knew what he truly was.
What is happening to me? No!
Oh, he looks sick, doesn't he?
He wasn't just a vampire.
He was also a werewolf.
Klaus was the result of an indiscretion our mother had hidden from us all. My father forced our mother to spell that would suppress Klaus's werewolf side.
Do it now, boy! Now!
Your dad was a dick.
What's a dick? Can I say as well, right? I mentioned it in the episodes every time he was in it. When he kept calling Klaus boy, it really peed me off so much, honestly. It's like, it's just so degrading. It's like you're a little child, like a baby. Like, I hated it.
Your family is legendary.
I cannot excuse his behavior, but you must understand. Every time we found a moment of happiness, we were forced to flee. He defeated our father. I thought this would make him happy. Perhaps this baby might be a way for my brother to find happiness.
I'm glad you feel that way, because we need your help.
We want to run Marcel and his vampires out of town.
Everything
Oh, they need
Marcel
him to
knows
stay.
about being a vampire, he learned from Klaus.
Where my brother Klaus doesn't like to be told what to do.
Why I brought you here.
You really think
He's going to welcome a hybrid baby. Convince Klaus to help us.
Sounds remarkably like blackmail.
Blackmail.
I'm desperate.
I have my work cut out for me, don't I?
You gotta respect someone who blackmails you to your face, right? But then justifies it with, I'm fucking desperate, mate. This is desperation. It's if to say, look, I'm not a bad person, right? But sometimes good people gotta do bad things to get what they need. I like it.
Hey, Klaus.
What an entirely unwelcome surprise. I'm not going anywhere till I find out who's conspiring against me.
I believe I just found that out for you.
You're all lying. Vampires cannot procreate.
But werewolves can. And this pregnancy is one of nature's loopholes.
You've been with someone else, admit it!
Don't you think I would have fessed up if it wasn't yours?
Because of Jane Ann's sacrifice, the lives of this girl and her baby are now controlled by us. If you don't help us, Haley won't live long enough to see her first maternity trip. We have a clear plan that we need to follow, and there are rules.
Hates the rules, I said it, man. If it's not his rules, he don't want to play.
Threaten me with what you wrongfully perceive to be my weaknesses.
Hey, Klaus.
Listen.
I think it's sick how they can do that, just listening to the heartbeats. Well, good.
Kill her. And the baby. What do I care?
I'm out of here.
No chance.
No one touches the girl.
It's your chance. It's our chance. Take back everything we lost, everything that was taken from us. All that we have ever wanted was a family. With them, girl and her child, your child, live.
It does make me laugh, Klaus.
Then you return to Mystic Falls to resume your life as the hated one, as the evil hybrid.
What will this child offer me? Will it guarantee me power?
That is a
Love,
statement.
loyalty, that's power. Before ego, before anger, before paranoia, created in this person before me, someone I can barely even recognize. That we remain together, always and forever. I will stand by you. I will be your brother. Save your child.
I knew what he was going to say when he said this.
No.
These aren't just any vampires, Agnes. They're the originals.
What makes you think you can control the hybrid?
Not entirely certain that I can either.
Oh, it's a voodoo dolly thing.
Ow! What the hell?
The spell my sister performed, it linked me to Haley. Her life is in my hands.
Would it be vice versa though? Because we've had this before, haven't we? Like anything that happened when Bonnie linked it to Catherine, boom boom, and then obviously when April was linked to Cole, like if it, not Cole, just Shane. If it switched, yeah, if she gets killed, for example, then something happens to her. But if I was Klaus and I knew that and I actually wanted my kid, I'd just come and kill everyone here and then just leave her to suffer. Because all the friends have died and then she could just sit there.
If I have to hurt Haley to ensure that I have your attention, I will. You have until midnight to get Klaus to change his mind.
This was a sick scene as well, I loved it.
Someone put you in the mood.
Tell me what this thing is you have with the witches.
I'm afraid I have to draw the line on this one. Let's just leave it at that.
Prince of the city. I'd like to know how.
You started it, but then you left. I saw it through. I got rid of the werewolves. You want to stay a while? Great. My rule.
And if someone breaks those rules,
they die.
I love how he
And
puts
I'm not
everything
the
on him.
prince of the quarter, friend. I'm the king!
your friend will be dead by the weekend. Broken one of your rules, and yet I cannot be killed. I am immortal. Who has the power now?
Do you know why I love that scene, right? It's absolute confidence. Like, this guy, Marcel, he did display power and confidence and authority. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you didn't know Klaus, you would think, this guy, man, you don't want to fucking mess with him. He is a badass. And then you've got Klaus who's come in and he's not really done anything. He's been timid. He's just been stood there. He's lurking around. He's a bit of emotion, like with Haley and obviously his baby. And you're thinking, oh, this guy's got the upper hand. And then Klaus, boom, comes in, one little act. And then he's like, literally says it to him, like, I'm immortal. You've got the power now, mate. Literally, says it so calm and so confident. I literally love this scene. This whole clip with both of them, and even Elijah up at the top, when he sees him do it, he's looking like, oh, why, Klaus? That is literally what he's thinking. But I loved it.
Lashing out in blind rage. You know, the last time I saw him like this, it lasted 200 years.
With any luck, this misadventure will allow us a reprieve from all of his insanity.
He wanted. He could almost taste happiness. He just lost Marcel's trust. On my life, I'm not letting anything happen to that baby.
Didn't I say? I said it inside the Vampire Diaries that he was that proud, right? It was like it was his own son. The way he was talking about it in the conversation, it might come up later on in the conversation because it did in the Vampire Diaries. He was saying like he'd do anything for him. This is the chance. That's all he ever wanted, to have a family, to have children, you know. And I said that about Rebecca as well. That's all she ever wanted. And yeah, okay, she can't have it because she hasn't took the cure. It was given to Catherine, but she's got it here. She's got a do-over. Like I think Catherine said to her as well, all she wants is a do-over in life. You don't really want to be human. You just want to have a restart and a pause button and play again. And she's got it here as well in New Orleans if she wants to leave.
You find him, and then you call me.
Is that so?
Elijah Michelson.
Yep.
I love how they also though.
It's time we had a little chat. You have grown quite confident over the last century, haven't you? We're all quite happy here, as I recall. Although we could never control those pesky witches. How are you doing?
Everything in the quarter is my business. Then he gets pissed off like a little bitch and bites one of my guys.
Well, I do apologize for... Of course, Klaus's blood would cure him. Handy little thing when one needs leverage in negotiation. Return the body of the witch Jane Ann. Allow her people to put her to rest.
You care about the witch.
Well, that's my business now.
That was a good answer. He played him then. Like, he'd done the same thing as he done to him.
Klaus does not care about the child.
I do. And I bring proof of my intent to help you. We should be granted peace.
You had your time. It's past.
Shut up, Agnes.
Innit? She needs to shut up, mate.
The girl and child remain unharmed, or Klaus will kill you all. And I will help him.
That wasn't even a question, was it? It wasn't even like, it's not even a threat. You know what I mean? A threat is like, it was a statement. It was like, do that or you're dead. Literally, like, a threat is like, we'll come and kill you one day, kind of like how Klaus did to Tyler. It's like, you go run, I'll find you. But it's not even that. It's like, mate, I'm coming, I'm killing you. There's a difference. Like, I love it. And I like the fact that he said, mate, mess about with him, mate, I'll come and help him as well.
Have I not made clear my desire to be left alone?
Your words have ceased to have impact.
Child will never be born.
You will not walk away from this. Never let go. Well, who's more pathetic? The one who sees hope to make his family whole? Or the coward who only sees the world through his own fear? It's the first time our father laid a hand on you. I should have struck him dead. I made a promise to you. Always, forever.
A sentimental fool.
I've lasted this long in spite of it, haven't I?
One level-headed one.
The bond of family blesses us with an immeasurable power.
Like I said, my guy's persistent. I really want just Rebecca to go to him now.
It gives us a responsibility to love without condition. We can never waver from the power of that bond, even when it is tested.
And in my absence, Marcel has got everything I ever wanted. I made him in my image, and he has bettered me. I want to be king.
I would love to see Klaus as king, honestly. Imagine Klaus as an absolute ruler. Right now, he's like... He is a ruler, but in a different way. He's just like, I don't know, he just jibs about and does whatever he wants and kind of rules that way because he gloats that he can't be killed. But I'd like to see him, like, in the higher power, like, in a high castle with all servants below him. Do you know what I mean? Right now, he's just a one man on a mission destroying everyone. Like, but I'd like it the other way around where, like Marcel, he stands up, everyone stands up. And I'd love to see Klaus in that position and what he would do with that power.
So is that all this child means to you?
What does it mean to you?
The unconditional love of family.
Tell Sophie Devereaux we have a deal.
Right now, you're the most important person in this family. In all this time, has anyone asked you how you feel about being a mother?
Oh, that is a fucking mint question.
I was abandoned when I was born. I don't really know how I feel about being a mother. I never really had a good one.
I will always protect you. You have my word on that.
Innit, mate? I don't chat no shits.
Your underhanded deal worked quite well. His man Thierry yet lives, and I remain a welcome guest.
They did release Haley to me. Marcel obviously has something that they need.
I'm gonna find it out. Also, just a quick one line with Haley is when she was introduced, yeah, she went on that, she set up the massacre. She was working with Shane, set up the massacre. She was getting Tyler. She wanted the 12 people. She wanted the killing. She wanted to get information on her parents. Now, Shane gave her a flash drive because he said that he'll take her to her parents or something like that, but he didn't give her a flash drive. He said that this contains what you need or something. Now, does that ever get played out, or did I miss something? Was it just that Shane was chatting absolute crap to her to make her go ahead with the plan so that he could get Silas raised, and she was never in any way, shape or form with a pen stick or with the Dead Rising going to find her parents? Or is it going to continue and we're going to actually find out? I'm interested to see that because I don't think that's ever been, but it's not been fully confirmed to me. I might have missed it. It might have said it, but I've just never picked it up.
The witches know better than to use magic. What about the old ones? They're dangerous, and I don't want them to hurt you.
As powerful as you are, they don't stand a chance.
I took that as Marcel thinks that he's stronger than these guys. He definitely isn't. I don't care what he's got up his sleeve. Yeah, he's not stronger than these. Like his confidence, though. And what is like literally what is his agenda with the witches? He seems to hate them, but he's got one locked up in a house somewhere in his own possessions. Maybe she's the reason. She might be the reason that he has a hold over the witches to stop them doing magic, because she might be someone really important.
Working together, we destroy them from the inside.
What of Rebecca? One too many times daggered and shoved in a box, I gather.
Rebecca may surprise us yet.
Because in my desire to reclaim this town, I have realized one weakness.
His family. Oh.
Forgive me, brother. Mercy makes you weak. If I'm going to win this war, I have to do it alone.
Yeah, honestly. God, it's ended as well. I was going to say, you can't blame Klaus. I mean, you can blame Klaus, that's not what I'm trying to say. But the guy is fully consistent, yeah, with that family is, or love is weakness. You know what I mean? He has reiterated that so many times, whether it's werewolves, whether it's vampires, whether it's humans, yeah. Love gets in the way and causes distraction. That is your downfall. So I got to give fair play to him for being persistent. But Elijah's not the man to go after, man. He's there literally always and forever. Like he says, he's there for the long haul. He's there for the ride. And he's the guy that's got you back. So I don't know, man. I'm interested. You know what, right? I got to say, if he's not in the next 3 episodes, right, I will be disappointed, because I really liked him in the Vampire Diaries, and he wasn't in it that much, you know. He was dropping in and out, and I was thinking, buzzing, mate. I'm gonna get a full new show of Elijah in there, like cool, calm, collective bad boy. And now he's just after 1 episode, possibly in a box again with Finn for a while. But today's episode, hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, if you've seen the episode 20 of season 4, it is pretty much the same episode with additional extra clips, so I have got nothing to slag about it. It is just not very surprising to me, the clips that we've seen, because it's information already passed along, and I do understand why they've done this, because it was such a good episode that my first reaction to it, obviously I was shocked in all of the situations, but obviously now watching it, it's a bit more calm and collected because I know the information that is coming. But if this was your first time ever watching this, then it is a sick episode. Honestly, we didn't really see Camille, is that her name, who works in the bar, as in the season 4 episode 20. She was speaking to Klaus outside, and it seemed like they was getting a little bit of chemistry going. And then at the start of this one, it was previous. That's what it seemed like. The first bit when Elijah was introduced at the start of this show here, it was before those scenes happened. He was saying that he's here after his brother, and she was saying that, you know, like he's like a crazy one with mixed emotions. You know, it's not a good thing to mix, something like that. She was saying she's a psych major, but she's working in a bar, and I'm thinking that she's possibly going to play a part as well. We did get some interesting different perspectives of the scenes that we've seen in the previous one, and now it's being shown here again. We got that good clip with him saying, I'm not the prince, I'm the king. That's great. Klaus later on, he said that he wants to be the king. They didn't show in this episode, which he did in the other one, that he said, what's the use, you know, what good is being immortal, or what is good of being a king if you don't have an heir to the throne? I love that line. Should have dropped that in. Like I said, I want a little Klaus running around dominating everyone. Now, how long as well is Hayley's pregnancy? Like, this is the first time we've seen a supernatural or get pregnant. Is it going to be a rapid accelerated, or is it just going to be a long played out 9 months? Because Marcel, he's obviously going to find out, and he's going to be like, what the hell's going on? And he's probably going to try and go after him. He's got his own witch locked up somewhere, and I'm saying, I can't remember her name. She just said it, but I literally can't remember it. But what is his thing? He seems to hate the witches and the magic. Yeah, he's got someone in there lighting candles up and down. I don't know if she's in the beginning of a new stage, because that's what we seen Bonnie, didn't we? When Bonnie was first introduced, she was just guessing where candles and matches was. Then she was lighting individual candles, and then multiple candles when she was in that room. And then obviously she started getting in people's minds. She could push people down. She could defeat people like Klaus. She could put walls up. That is what this witch, I'm assuming, he's going to train. He's probably got her on his side. He's probably the reason why the witches can't do any magic around that New Orleans. He's probably got a hold of him in some sort of way. He took the body. They were saying that the witches, they can only rest once they get laid into the cemetery, so to speak. But he took her away. I want to know, like he said, he was going to take her away until they found out what they was doing with the originals. Elijah's gone, made a deal. See, we didn't see this part in the other one, but he went and made a deal with him, telling him that Klaus's blood will work. And then obviously fast forward, and then Klaus has actually gone in, get the blood, and they're like on good terms now, even though I think they both know each other's playing them, but they're being civil. And then we got to the very end, obviously, talking about Rebecca. She's obviously staying away. She was saying that she doesn't want support Klaus in terms of, like, he's always that he was saying that, like, he's always daggering her, and they never really have a good time, don't really respect her and stuff. And then later on, boom, does the same to, obviously, Klaus, to Elijah, daggers him as well. Like I said, if he's not going to be in the next few episodes, I'm going to be disappointed, because I really do like how cool, calm, sophisticated Elijah is, and he literally does anything for family, and when he says stuff, you believe it. I always said that, yeah. The only times he's ever gone against his word is when he's doing it to protect his own family. So yeah, he gave the word that he was going to kill Klaus. He put his hand in his heart. Klaus said, I can tell you where our family is. Elijah didn't actually kill him. He retracted his words in the name of family. And he'd done that on another occasion as well, but I can't remember which one it was. And now, like I said, always and forever is a statement for him. The conversation that they had when he was fighting with a steel, with a pole, so to speak, when he was saying he failed him with his dad, he should have stood up to him, should have took his dad out then. Love that. And now obviously Klaus is sticking to his guns. He always says that love is the thing that gets in the way. It is a weakness. That is what will put you down. And he said that this is the war, this is the fight that he's got to do for himself, and he can't have no distractions. Where now I'm going to disagree. I think that he needed Elijah. He's the person there that struck the deal. He's the one that saved him with the witches. He saved Haley so far. And he's just a noble man. I think he's an asset to any team, and I really wish that he's going to be pulled back out the box at the start next episode, even though that's not going to happen. But I want Rebecca to be in it a bit more too. The introductory was good when he was on the boat. He was in different coffins to what we've seen in the Vampire Diaries. These ones looked absolutely crisp and pristine. And Cole and Finn was introduced to us instantly in a box where they've always been. You know, like, maybe they're not even going to be... Who have they pissed off, honestly? Like, who wrote these storylines that they're never going to be in the Vampire Diaries and they're never going to be in the original spin-off as well? They're just going to be name drops and make the occasional one episode appearance, because that's devastating. Such popular shows, I would have wished that I was a character in there at a permanent level, because why not? You know, they could be an asset to any team. They're originals, man. The more the better. And as well, they're going to need someone like Cole now to go after and fucking hunt down this Marcel and the team and find out what's going on. So I hope Cole's undaggered as well, because he's unhinged and he does love a good fight, so I can't wait to see it. But I'd like to thank every single person that has clicked on my videos today. I really appreciate all the support. The full episodes are going to be in the description on the Patreon page, as well as the Vampire Diaries, which is going to be smashed on there. It's going to literally keep uploading, as well as this. And we've got many other shows like Lucifer, like Shadow and Bone that's currently out, and all, mate, loads of content coming. So I want to thank every single person that's supporting me. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy today's video, please smash a like on the button. It helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for clicking my video. And as always, I will catch you in the next episode. Cheers, guys.